I always say normalize going to DLTC days before the test. I just watched a live session of a beautiful sister doing her driving lessons today, Sunday, the 12th July 2026, and tomorrow morning she has a test. It breaks my heart to see her struggling a day before she will go for her driving test. It breaks my heart to see her being reminded that she has to indicate. It breaks my heart to see her changing gears without pressing full clutch. It breaks my heart to see her struggling with parallel parking, with alley docking, with step hill at the same time. And I'm like, how did they book a date for her knowing exactly that she is not ready? This is a picture that I took many years ago. This is Ekurhuleni DLTC, known as Tembisa DLTC, located near Galfontein, near Esselen Park, near Bechley. I saw this group of people early in the morning on my way to a DLTC, and I couldn't resist it. I had to take the picture. I knew that I have to take out my phone, zoom, and take a picture. And this is classic because people will see what I'm talking about. When I say people get mentally prepared before the physical side of the test, he is mentally preparing them. They are going to the mental lab so that when they jump into that truck, they know the testing ground, they see it, they understand how to maneuver on that testing ground. And the most important part that I've always knew and I've always spoke about is that DLTCs give driving schools a time slot where they can go and prepare their students. On your side, you're panicking, everything is difficult simply because of you do not have the right driving school. A driving school that can go and speak on your behalf. That's why it becomes so difficult, whereby the day of the test, it feels like you are about to go to death row. You're panicking, you're sweating. You don't know what to put. You don't even know if you're going to make it or not. But if you choose the right driving school, they know exactly what you need and how they can help you to improve. What are your strong points and what are your weaknesses? So I just wanted to share that with you. Let's go to the live test. During her step hill, I've realized that she was struggling with step hill because she was not gentle with her pedals. Whenever she stopped the car, you will see that she's aggressive. Whenever she has to go forward, she was not pressing full clutch. And she was also using the handbrake method, which needs you to concentrate, which needs you to be disciplined with your pedals and also to be disciplined with your clutch control. And I have to give credit to the instructor because he moved closer and he started giving her instructions, telling her what to do. And after that, she mastered that step hill. They did 3 more sessions and she passed those 3 sessions with ease. And I also realized that there was another lady who was also doing step hill because they were waiting for each other to do the step hill. When one is done, the other one will go and do. And the lady who was behind her was worse, and she was with a different driving school, but she was worse. And I can tell that she was not a black woman. And the instructor, I remember saying this to people who are watching the live. Guys, don't look down on yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. We all start somewhere. You might think because of they have different skin tone than us, they grow up in privileged families where cars are there. Maybe they are better drivers than you. So if you put in the work, if you focus, you are also going to get it right. So when you're there, do things exactly the way you're supposed to do things, and eventually you're going to get your driver's license. Let's move to what I've seen during early docking. During early docking, what I've noticed is that my sister doesn't have full control of the vehicle. And she doesn't understand the vehicle at all. She doesn't understand the car at all. She is still trying to figure out, when I am turning the steering wheel full, which side of the car should I be more careful of? Which side of the car is the safer side? She was focusing on the safer side, not focusing on the side which is going to knock the pole. And also I've realized that when she's doing that, she is not having full control of her mirrors, or she's not getting exactly a response that she's getting from the mirror, because of she doesn't know how to use those mirrors so that she can get information that she need, exactly information that she need, so that she can start turning her steering wheel. And I like what the instructor did, because he went closer to her and he said to her, listen, when you do early docking, you don't fix when you're about to knock the pole. You have to see with your mirrors which side can give you a problem, and you start fixing while you are still there, so that you can adjust your car, so that your car can go into the poles, so that you will have enough space and turn the steering wheel straight, because of you have adjusted your car before getting closer to the pole. You don't keep reversing without being sure about your mirrors, without being sure about the gap which you are leaving on the other side of the passenger door, because of it's the most dangerous side that you must keep looking deep into, because of this other side is near you. You can easily see that I have enough gap, but on the other side you need the mirrors to inform you. You need mirrors to give you enough information so that you will start knowing how to balance your car and make sure that you are doing early docking with ease without being pressured. So I've seen those things, and I've seen that she was still not good when it comes to indicating. She was doing too many things at the same time. And I've seen that one of the problem might be that she is rushing everything. Maybe she took only 1 or 2 lessons. Maybe she didn't have enough time with the driving school. And the instructor right now is trying to put everything at once so that she will go through those lessons, hoping that tomorrow morning she can do the business. But the look of things, she is still struggling with a lot of things, whereby she needs a little bit of time so that she can polish. And I think she's a good driver. All she needs is a bit of time so that she can do that same thing repeatedly, and also learn how to check her mirrors. And let me talk about parallel parking. And when it comes to parallel parking, that's where I was convinced that she didn't take a lot of lessons with the driving school, because of the instructor was walking closer to her, explaining one thing repeatedly. And I've also realized that she is not regularly driving, because of she doesn't know if the car will be safe, she should proceed straight, or if she should worry about the car knocking something in front. And he had to be there to remind her that, don't worry, if you lock the steering, there is nothing which will happen this side. Just focus on this and focus on that. And I must give him credit for that, because of he did everything in his power to make sure that she get the information that he was giving her. And that's why I feel like she needs a little bit of lessons so that she can get familiar with the vehicle, whereby when she's turning, she will be sure that I'm turning and my car won't damage anything.